Da-da-da-da.
Nice. Welcome back to Taste Buds, where the conversations are real and the food is definitely questionable. I am Chief Master Sergeant Sean Andrews, the Command Chief for the 375th Air Mobility Wing, the installation host here at Scott. Today, I am joined by Staff Sergeant Victoria Arbelaez.
Yep.
Did I get that right?
Mm-hmm. On the dot.
From the Scott Air Force Base Honor Guard.
Yep.
Yay. So tell us a little bit about yourself, who you are, what you do. Who is Victoria Arbelaez?
So I've been at Scott about 5 years. I actually hit my 6-year mark in the Air Force tomorrow. And look at me in the eyes when I say this. I am from the greatest country in America, Texas. I came to Scott as a 2T1. So I'm originally from the LRS and the ground transportation element. I got accepted to my DSD in March of this year, March 1st. So it was something I wanted to look for. Something different, because I did come back from a deployment from Al-Udeid in January, and then being at Scott for a wonderful almost 5 years at that point, wanted a little bit of change, so I saw the Honor Guard opportunity came up, and then I applied for it, and I was lucky enough to be selected.
Well, awesome. So today we're going to talk all things Honor Guard, which I'm really excited about. You know, fun fact, when I was a young airman, I was in Honor Guard as well. So definitely near and dear to my heart, but first, I'm kind of hungry. You hungry?
Oh yeah.
Have you seen the show before?
Oh, I've seen it very many times. I
so
love it.
You know that we feed you right on this show.
I don't know if you call it right, but.
So with that, Chef, I think we're ready to eat. Some mystery. So you've seen the show. You know that we do things a little bit differently around here. And two MREs face down. I don't know what they are. You don't know what they are. They feel kind of special, but here at Taste Buds, we play Tastebuds Roulette, where I'm going to ask you to spin the bottle of hot sauce, and wherever it lands, that's what we'll indulge on.
Okay.
All right?
Yep.
Feeling froggy?
Got
Got the hot hand. I think that's this one. All right, so I'll let you look at that and tell everyone what we're going to dine on today.
Creamy spinach feta. How do you say that?
Fettuccine.
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 Well,
Wow.
That actually doesn't sound horrible.
As long as it's not tuna, thank God.
It's
I was hoping for that not to be in
Not
the
tuna.
mix.
So this is actually a fairly decent selection. Thank you, Chef. So here's a bowl for you. So on a scale of like 1 to 10, the pasta dishes I've found are not that bad. So one of the fun things about an MRE is getting it open. Have you had an MRE before? Yeah? Would you consider yourself a connoisseur?
Not willingly, no.
Not willingly. I like that. So I kind of got it going for you, but go and open it up and you can identify the goodness we have in that.
Just want to do like a nice little. Energy bar. That's new. I haven't seen that. Wow, apple cinnamon. That's a good. This is pretty good.
Let's show it. A Taste Buds first. I haven't seen this one yet. That's awesome.
And this is the thing you heat it up in. Chocolate protein drink powder, but does it actually have? Oh, it's 12 grams of protein. Okay.
A little protein shake. All right.
Perfect.
So I'll open it up and I'll let ladies first. If you want to just dump some there into your. Oh, it looks amazing. I think it's probably going to taste better. Okay.
When does it stop? Oh my gosh. There you go.
All right.
Yum. It could be worse. It's not tuna, guys. I'm so glad it's not. It's not that bad.
I mean,
I like spinach artichoke dip, so. I mean,
Yeah, I like trains. It doesn't smell horrible,
no.
but
Yeah.
I am going to toss this away. Okay, so I always like to do the first bite without any kind of seasoning, au natural. So let's have a taste, bud.
You want to like cheers to it?
Cheers.
Cheers. I think.
It's straight cardboard and tastes like package.
Oh my gosh.
Ugh. It tastes like I licked a cardboard box, like the one in your storage unit that's been sitting in there. You just like lick the bottom of it. That's what it tastes like.
Don't do that.
Ugh.
So I'm a hot sauce fan. I hit my mic, sorry. I firmly believe no matter what MRE you get, you can make it taste better with hot sauce. So we've got, the American vinegar. We got the Cajun vinegar. This is a Honduran hot sauce that has never done me wrong, but it's spicy. So,
Can you pass me the Louisiana, please?
yes, the second greatest country in America.
Yes.
Okay. So, your time on the honor guard. How long have you actually been working over there?
So actually, I went there as a traditional guardsman in 2021. I was there traditional 6 months.
Okay, you said traditional guardsman, and I automatically thought that you're in the National
Oh,
Guard.
no, no,
1
no.
week in a month, 2 weeks a year.
Nope.
Okay, so what is? What are you talking about?
A
there?
ceremonial guardsman. So
Okay.
I went there for 6 months. For I think it was August 2021, and then I think within a month being there, I got selected to be in the scheduling office. So did my 6 months there, enjoyed it, loved it, changed my life. Originally, when I went there, I did drag my feet a little bit. I was not excited. I'm a person who doesn't really traditionally like change. And then I went there and I saw how important our mission was and how much we actually did and how much support we give to the families and also your brothers and sisters in arms. And then I left February 22 and then I got tasked for a deployment. So I left about July, I think I left July 2nd of that year and then came back and then the team out there put a tasking out for the scheduling NCO, the permanent party scheduling NCO who was leaving. So I applied for it, went through an interview process, you interview with FSS leadership, apply, have your commander put in a letter, and then I was selected. So I was really excited about that.
Good.
Yep.
What kind of things does the honor guard do?
So we do a wide variety of things. And for our ceremonial guardsmen, they typically every day go on details for 2-man, 7-mans, whatnot. And then we cover the difference between our base honor guard and other ones is there's the Air Force honor guard that's stationed in DC, but then there's base honor guards Air Force wide. Our base honor guard right now is number one in performance. How many details we've done, we're number one. We usually are neck and neck with Wright-Patterson Air Force Base. So I believe right now we're teeter-tottering. So with that, we cover 6 states. We cover 110,000 miles, over 200 counties, I believe, and we drive all that. So our airmen get a notification, hey, this is your detail for a set day, set time, you need to go out. And then we do military field honors with that, and then colors as well in some cases, and then sometimes we TDY for special occasions.
That's a lot.
It feels like a lot. I
yeah.
get gray hair sometimes.
Okay. Why don't you take another bite? We just learned a lot we're going to process. So the honor guard does funerals, does colors, does changes of command, all that stuff. I like your face. I made a couple of those myself. You are a scheduler now. So you were traditional guardsman doing ceremonial work. Then you moved into the scheduling office. So what is that?
So what I can relate it to the most is think of like a dispatch center.
Okay.
Coming from
That makes
ground
sense.
trends, yeah. So coming from ground trends, we have a dispatch. It's the hub. So we get all the requests coming in. We work with all the funeral directors. We work with all the next step kins, the NOKs. So we get the request in, review it, see if it's qualifies for a 2-man and a 7-man, and then we'll look at.
Can you talk about what the difference in that is? What's a 2-man or a 7-man?
So a 2-man is a member who served under 20 years in the Air Force, and then they get TAPS and a flagfold and a 2-man team that go out. Anyone who served over 20 years or was medically retired, then they are entitled to a 7-man service. So that includes pallbearers, flag folding, taps, and a firing party. And they fire 9 volleys.
So you briefly mentioned how busy the honor guard here is at Scott.
Very busy.
Any idea how many details over the course of a month or the year that we do here?
So on average, I want to say it's anywhere upwards of 170, 210 details a month. But right now, I looked at it this morning, we're at 2,542 details.
This year?
As of today.
Crazy busy. So how many airmen are in the honor guard here?
We have 47 members total, and that's including the permanent party NCOs. And then sometimes we have a little bit more, a little bit less, depending on how many of the units can provide us what we're entitled to.
talk to us a little bit about your time on the Honor Guard. What are some of the highlights or more memorable things that you can remember, as just a normal airman on a detail?
On my prior tour.
Yeah.
Sorry, I gotta chew this little. Oh yeah, energy bar. I think prior, the most honorable moment I had for myself as a scheduler when I was an airman, I was senior airman at the time. I was on call. I had to stand by, and I think it was one night at probably 2 or 3 in the morning. I had a call from a wife, and her husband just passed. When I mean just passed, within the few minutes.
Oh wow!
And
they called you first.
Yes, and that's something we teach our schedulers too. Is there's many different types of grief, and how they process it. And so she's like, hey, I'm trying to schedule honors. 2, 3 in the morning, they're up. It's Central Time, so I expressed to her, hey, I'll take your name down, your phone number down, but if you want to spend this time with your family, we'll call you in the morning. And then she just breaks down. There's some, I guess you can call it aggressive verbiage, and I think they're just angry. They're going through the emotions, and I'm there just as a sound ear. She called me back in the morning and then, apologize, but obviously, let her know there's no need to apologize. And then she even wrote me a little card, and I have it at my house still. And I don't want to cry, but it's something because that's the moment you're talking about. That's the closure you're giving them and helping them aid. And it was most most empowerment moment I had in my time there, because it was just I was able to help her beyond scheduling, emotionally and supportive as well.
Yeah, I feel like one of the lasting skills I learned in the Honor Guard was keeping that straight poker face, right? Because no matter what part of a detail you're on, you've got to be on and be professional and look professional, and you can't show emotion. So I remember to this day presenting colors to a grieving widow gravesite, thanking her on behalf of a grateful nation, and she is just bawling. And I just want to just let it all out, but I can't, because all eyes are on me. I'm representing not just myself, not just my unit, but the entire United States Air Force, the entire Department of Defense. So I've got to be professional and get through this little speech, and she is just bawling. And I just want to reach out, give her a hug, and tell her that we love her. So mad props to you guys for being able to hold back all emotion and be as stoic as needed. That's a huge skill. I feel like we talked about a lot. Some of it was kind of heavy, but some of it was light and lively, kind of like the food. Anything else that you want to share with us or wrap up before we wrap up the show?
No, I'm good. Thank you for your time, and thank you for learning about our amazing job.
What'd you think of the food?
This one, tomatoes, throw it out. But if I could reach it, I would. This one was pretty good. The peanut and crackers, that's pretty reliable.
It is.
Yeah.
Well, it definitely tickled my taste buds. I hope
I think
you
it
enjoyed
ruined
it as
mine
well.
a little bit, but it's okay.
That's all right. So, scale of 1 to 10, the creamy spinach fettuccine MRE.
It's off the scale, on the opposite side.
Opposite. So like a negative 5.
A negative
Okay.
100.
All right. Well, that's all we got for you today. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you next time.